What's going on, everybody? Bandy Wolf down here playing Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition for the Xbox One. It is part of a collection of Baldur's Gate 1, Siege of Dragonspear, and Baldur's Gate 2. This is going to be a 100% playthrough, which means you don't do every quest and collect every item, things like that, but I am going to be getting all the achievements. As you can see, I've already got all the ones for 1 and 2, or I'm sorry, 1 and Siege of Dragonspear, and there's just 57 achievements for Baldur's Gate 2. Going to be getting those in this playthrough. If you are familiar with my channel, I have achievement guides for Icewind Dale and Baldur's Gate 1 and Siege of Dragonspear. Should have those up already. So yeah, I'm going to be playing this through, recording all this footage as a Let's Play, but also making guides for it so that you can, if you don't want to watch this Let's Play, you can just look at the guides. But yeah, so we're going to be playing a character that I've already sent through Baldur's Gate 1 and Siege of Dragonspear. So we're just going to import that here. Now, if you've never played Baldur's Gate, or not familiar with D&D 2nd Edition, which is really old and dated by this point, Baldur's Gate 2 probably isn't the best place to start playing it, because you go from level 7 or 8-ish all the way up to max as far as you can go, so it gets difficult. In fact, one of the achievements even makes it even more difficult. I don't even know if it's on here, but it's playing the game on Legacy of Bhaal mode, which is, it triples everyone's hit points plus some change. It makes them more difficult. And I thought really hard about playing it on Legacy of Bhaal mode, but I think what I'm going to do is the same thing I did for Baldur's Gate 1 and just play it normally, and then go back and rush it for the Legacy of Bhaal achievement. If I played it on Legacy Bhaal the first time through, it would make it really grindy. A lot of the cool weapons and stuff that you would pick up, cool items, cool equipment, wouldn't really be useful. Like, Legacy Bhaal mode for these games isn't a fun difficulty mode, to be honest with you. But so we're gonna play it normal. We're gonna be going through everything, doing all the bonus fights, all that stuff. And that's another reason. Some of these fights, like the bonus bosses and the bonus, like, secret, you know, achievements and stuff, are very difficult. I don't even think I've beaten Kangax the Demi-Lich or the Twisted Rune before. So we're gonna be playing it. We're gonna be playing a Cavalier Paladin class. I can't remember. I think I'm level 9. Let's just pick a.
Let's do this. I'll get the job done, whether leader or not.
Let's go with that one, and named him after Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Even though Calvin would never be Paladin ever, more like a rogue or something. But okay, so we're not gonna spend too much time on the stats. Some people doing their Let's Plays, honestly, I've seen people play through Legacy Bhaal mode with like a minimum stat, no reload run, and while they are, you know, they do affect the game, you could pretty much beat this game if you really know what you're doing. So we do have a pretty good stat. We've used all the we've got bonuses from the first game, so we're really stacked for this playthrough. We are going to just be playing on normal mode, so we don't have to worry about. It's a little bit more difficult, but the main thing is, in normal mode, you don't fail spells when you scribe them, and your hit points maximize. So when you level up, you get as many hit points as possible. So, and it's just gonna be fun in general. So let's get started. Ooh.
Ah, the child of Bhaal has awoken. It is time for more
experiments. The pain will only be passing. You should survive the process. Interesting. You have much untapped power. Do you even realize your potential?
More intruders have entered the complex, Master.
They act sooner than we had anticipated. No matter, they will only prove a slight delay.
And he teleports away.
Wake up, you. Wake up. Come on. We have to get
Ooh, man, this is nostalgic. So we're in jail. We're in prison. Not legal prison, but we're gonna make a jailbreak here. So I don't think most of these matter as far as changing the plot, so we'll just... So we do know who this is. What? Imoen, what's going on? He messed with your head too, huh? All I know is we were near Baldur's Gate and got jumped. And it updated our journal. I don't think I want to remember it all. He's been doing things to us, Calvin. We have to get out of here. Doing things? What do you mean? Come on, Calvin, don't make me think of it. He did the same thing to you, I think. I heard you screaming like it anyway. If we're in such danger, how'd you get free? There was fighting. My cell was damaged. I don't know if I could get out again. The pain in my head is getting worse. It isn't like a normal pain. Calvin, it's on the inside. Like my bones made a little dagger and it won't go away. Don't look at me like that. It just hurts, alright? Must have been the noise. There was a fight. Assassins came after our captor, I think. There's people dead all over, and the fight is still going on. I could hear it. Are you going to get moving, or do I leave without you? Alright, you are. Let's get out of here. Good. I didn't want to go by myself. I need you around, Calvin. Don't want to be here alone. We should look in that room to the west first. West and just a bit north. I think I saw some weapons in there. It's a room off the corner of this one. I don't think it's our gear. They probably sold our best stuff, but anything is better than nothing. So let's go. Alright, whew. Super excited to be playing this again. I haven't played it in quite a long time. So we will take a look at our journal. Okay, woken up in a strange mage's dungeon, and Imoen has released me from my cell. We must find a way to escape this place, although I suspect the exits might be barred by magic. We might be able to find a way to leave if we explore the area, although we'll need to be careful. Who knows what traps this mage has laid or what guards he employs. I should keep an eye out for weapons and armor to equip myself with, too. Likely some of my items are hidden somewhere in this complex if he hasn't destroyed or sold them already. And our journal says, my old friend Imoen has rescued me from imprisonment. I don't remember how I was brought here, and neither do I know who would wish us locked up. My mind aches and my memory is a haze. What has happened? Where am I? So, I said before that this isn't a great one if you're into playing it like on the normal difficulty. Let's do this here. Okay. Just level it up. Oh, no. Oh, no. We will get her not casting spells.
Give me some direction.
So it isn't a great one to start on if you play it on the normal difficulty how it's supposed to be played, because it's actually fairly challenging. But it is the funnest. Well, it's the most complete game. Baldur's Gate 1 feels a little bit open for some people. And, get your noodles and get out. Get your zip ties. What was I saying? It feels a little bit open for some people. But this one, there's a lot more, gameplay mechanics that come to play, like character interaction and stuff. So we're in here. We're gonna look at this equipment. What bastard swords, long swords? Okay, I can't remember what I was doing here. So we're gonna get. There's a key here. We need that. We'll grab this long sword. We'll grab this from Minsk. And we'll grab that. So, yeah, it does have the most gameplay mechanics that really like make it complete and whole. I do like Baldur's Gate 1 because it's more like an open-ended like exploration, but this is more full. It just feels more full to me, and that may be different for everybody else's experience. Yeah, this one's a good one to start on to get you like hooked on it. Baldur's Gate 1 is really difficult because you're very low level. You have like 2 hit points at the beginning of the game, and like most things can just kill you in 1 hit. So first off, we're going to be looting this room and getting some things to get us ready for the next section.
No problem at all.
So Emwyn is a thief and a mage. She actually is dual class, so she has some thief abilities here. She can find traps and detect illusions. You saw that right there. And then we disarm the trap with our thief skills right here. And then we pick the lock, so that's open too.
Give me some direction.
So then we're gonna open this, get us some equipment. That's for Mince, that's for Jahir, that's for Emwyn. Actually, she doesn't use armor because she's a mage now. So we're gonna get all this.
I'm waiting.
We're gonna get us equipped here. Splint mail. Now, while I do think this is a really wonderful game, this is a great game, it is like a huge barrier for entry for most people because of how it uses 2nd edition rules and they're fairly outdated. Like all this stuff here on the side. Armor class is contrary to like what you would expect it would be. Like if you wanted armor, you want more armor. But in this edition, you start at, I think it's 8 as base or something like that. The higher you go, the worse it is. So like if you see, I take this off and it goes to 9 on the right there, the green. And the enhanced edition brings like features that help you figure that stuff out. So you can see it's green, so I do want that. And then you get Thaco, which is just, I don't know what Thaco is. It stands for to hit armor class 0, and it is a factor in your character class that already pre-assumes a number that the armor class of the other person has, so that's already like weird. So yeah, it's just strange. But okay, so we got set up here. I think M1 has the right, yeah, short sword, so we're gonna give her the short sword. Our dude right here has bastard swords, long swords, 2-handed swords, and shields. He's just going to be really tanky. He's going to be really useful against demons and dragon stuff. That's why I picked him. I like Cavaliers a whole lot. We're going to go over here and talk to these people.
Quickly, we must get out of here before whoever did this returns. I swear, traveling with you is never dull.
Do you have any idea why we were here? Any clue would be helpful. I'm sure we could navel gaze all day about what brought us here, but it shall certainly prove pointless if we do not remove ourselves from immediate danger. Good point. I know not who has entrapped us here either, but I would rather not find out simply waiting for them to return. We are at a disadvantage in this place. I will recount what led to this if you wish, though I think I have little to offer that you do not already know. My husband, Khalid, and I have traveled... As you know, my husband Khalid and I have traveled with you for some seasons now, and the places we have seen number too many to name. Your unique heritage has proven a magnet to adventure for better or worse, and your foster father was right in directing us to watch over you. We remain in your company as friends more than guardians, and our exploits together have left the land for the better. We have earned many enemies, but we have dispatched them all. Whoever has trapped us now is certainly powerful to have done this so easily. Once we know, we will deal with them in due course, but for the time being, it is important we retrieve our friends and companions and leave this place. Where's Khalid now? He is not with you? I do not know where he is, and it worries me. No doubt he was taken as we were, though it seems we were all meant for different fates. From the state of my head, I think I have been drugged, though I have been spared any serious physical mistreatment. You, however, look as though you have been treated most unfavorably, and I should like to think of Khalid receiving the same. I should not like to think of that. Okay. Then I shall unlock your cage quickly. I think I found the key. You got the key that fits? Then open the door already. Must I hand walk you through this? This is Jaheira. She's team mom, honestly. Well, that is a relief and about time too. We should be going immediately. Not only might our host come back, I simply must see the sun again in none too short a time. This dank place stifles me. Okay, we will leave immediately and celebrate once we are out of this hole. As you would have it, that there are other friends we must find as well. It is good to share your company again. So we have Jaheira. She's going to level up here, I think. Yep. She is a fighter and a druid. So she's going to take our healing slot here. The reason she's leveling up is because my character's already 9, I think. So normally you start at like 6 or 7, depending on what class you have, and it's basically bumping them up to not be useless for me. And we're gonna give her this, and give her this spear. I think she has spears. No. Clubs and quarterstaffs. So we're gonna go back and pick that up. No clubs, so we'll pick that up. We'll talk to that golem here in just a minute. We are getting. I want to grab Minsk and Jaheira here in case they have.
I'll see to it.
In case they have interjections. That's a really fun thing. Is the companions you have have opinions and stuff.
Minsk will be free. These bonds will not hold my wrath. Butts will be liberally kicked in good measure.
Ooh, okay, so Minsk is fun. Minsk, your mighty warrior spirit must find these bars unbearable. He says, time is short for talk that is small. Release me. I will rain beatings down upon all who have dared touch me, and Dynahair, she will be avenged. Dynahair, there's another trapped here. Trapped? Her spirit is trapped in a cage created by my failure. I was to guard her, but they killed her as I watched, you see. I know not who they were, but I will redeem myself. Oh, Minsk, that is horrible. I am so sorry for you. I won't cry for the dead. I won't. Okay, maybe a little, but I will staunch the flow of tears with righteous fury. Lullaby and good night, evil. Minsk will make you pay. Will you help me? We must join together once more, and our fury will be such that bards will run our quills dry. Yes, ink will be scarce wherever we go. Now, I'm going to be a little bit mean to him so that he gets mad and breaks himself out, because they actually welded his bars shut. You turn your back on those in need? You're abandoning me in my hour of shame? You are no better than those that killed Dynahair. You are filth that I called friend. Do not make me add your ass to the kicking list. I would do so reluctantly, but I will do it. Choose your path now. Well, you are quite clearly insane. You shall stay right here. I will make sure you do not live long enough to abandon more friends. I will do all of this as soon as I get these bars open. Rah!
The bars, they bend and twist with my berserker strength. Minsk and Boo are free. Now you will no. Ooh. You are a smart one. I understand now. You said what you did just to get me mad. Mad enough to break free. Haha. You are as smart as Boo sometimes.
Now we can resume our adventures together. There are friends to avenge and villains to smack about the face and neck. Right, Boo? And together we shall make our enemies answer for our fallen. Answer they will, and my sword shall be the question. We shall have fistfuls of sweet, sweet justice, and our enemies will be stains beneath our feet. What? Yeah, yes, but all right. Boo tells me that I'm raving again. I didn't notice a difference, but I shall heed his words nonetheless. Come, we must go now. Yes, Minsk and Boo and you together again. Beware, villains. I will force justice down your evil, evil throats. I see that you still have that rodent. Dare I ask how you've kept it hidden from our captors? Don't ask questions better left to aged sages. Boo is quick and evasive, and there's ever so much of Minsk to search. There is no hope of getting us apart. I don't really want to think about that too much. Minsk and Boo are Minsk and Boo, and we shall not be separated. Shall we go? The butts of evil await my boot print. And I'll say, right you are, Minsk. Where'er evil dost lay its dirty feet, we shall mop the floor with its buttocks. I have lost myself in your words, but Boo thinks you're just ducky. Onward. Okay, so, like I said, Minsk, level 7, and it's Boost and Hump to meet us. So, this beginning part's actually probably going to be very easy. I was saying earlier about the barrier to entry is all this stuff. It throws a lot at you, it's just, if you don't know any of it, it's fairly overwhelming, and it's dated. So not only is all that information, let's throw the sword on him, but you also have a fairly robust spell selection. Like these are pre-spells, which my character has, Minsk also has, and then Emwyn has mage spells, which are a whole nother beast. So I'll try to get those, throw those in, explain what they all do as we go along. But I don't want to spin here and be like, armor does this. We'll just start with my pre-spells, because I think I just get them at level 9, which is, I got it at the end of Siege of Dragonspear. So the main choices we have here are going to be Cure Light Wounds, which is sort of going to be useful, but it's only 8 points of damage to heal. Or Bless, which raises morale and gives you bonuses to hit and to damage. I think we might go Bless here. Or Armor of Faith. Yeah. No, we'll go Bless. And go down here.
Ready and willing.
Give me some direction.
Okay, so another thing that is different for some people that haven't got into D&D or any of these D&D inspired games is the way spells work. So first off, we are going to do that. So did we do M1s too? Yeah, so we will go ahead and rest. We've got the spells
Give me some direction.
memorized, so we down here at the bottom we've got that selected, but we can't use it until we actually rest and learn it.
I gotta hand it to you.
So we did that.
You sure have some kind of courage to sleep in this place. I would have run screaming a dozen times over if you weren't here.
We needed rest to succeed. We had to take the chance. I guess I should be used to sleeping with both eyes open. I don't deal with this well. We're alike because of Gorion, but I prefer being in the background. I do remember a lot about him, so... we'll say this. Perhaps, though, I remember you not hesitating to step up front when needed. Well, when people are in danger, sure. Winthrop taught me how to get out of trouble, but Gorion always said there are times when it's worth getting into. We'll ask him. We'll bait for... She's baiting for us to... she wants to tell us about Gorion. And that's one of the shortcomings of when this came out, is they didn't have... like, if you play Dragon Age, they can pull your choices, and they can assume that you know, so, you know, an NPC's not going to give you the backstory here, but these aren't, so a lot of the times these characters will give you open-ended questions, and you can even ask them, didn't you die? So, that's what she's wanting. She's wanting to tell me about Gorion and who he is, so... Do you remember much about him? My memory's still fuzzy. He was a great mage, and supposedly a great adventurer. It's funny, we lived with him for years, and Jaheira seems to know more about him. Nonsense, he was secretive with everyone. We just had mutual acquaintances. I guess he was a big friend of the Harpers. Even got a visit from Kelvin Blackstaff once. Real powerful mage. Talked to Gorion like an equal. I wish we could go back to those days before all this fuss and bother, before I learned... Well, we've seen so much. Candlekeep just seems so small now. There wasn't much to go back with Gorion gone. We still had friends there. They were proud even if they didn't show it. Winthrop said so. He always thought Gorion was too stuffy. I don't know, though. Oh, my head still hurts, and I keep thinking I see things in the corners. Too much death here for my liking. It's in everything, even us. We won't be able to walk away, you know. That guy that captured us, he knows about you. He said something about potential, something about great power. I'll say we won't look back. I don't care if he can tap the power or access whatever avatar stuff. We've got to get away from all this death. I have no intention of looking back. Our host has proven his evil intent. Means a lot to hear that. I can't stand all these shadows. So Emlyn has gotten a lot darker in this game. Torture will do that to you, I guess. So put old Minsky boy up front, and we'll talk to this jailkeep golem. Let's see what he has to say. Prisoners, you must not escape. The master does not will it. Wow, a golem. Powerful magic stuff. Odd that it's not hostile. I suppose its maker didn't expect us to escape, so it never got orders for restraining us. They only do exactly what they're directed to. They don't really think. If it hasn't been told to keep quiet, we might get some information out of it. Prisoners, you must not escape. The master does not will it. Who is this master you speak of? I am not permitted to speak with prisoners. Return to your cells. It is the master's wish. Where are we and why we've been brought here? You are his prisoners. He has brought you to his home because he owns you now. You must return to your cell. It is the master's will. Master wants me to be free. He is the one who released me. Only I release the master's prisoners. You are his and must return to the cells. It is his wish. I will not return to that cage. Do you think to stop me from leaving? I am not bound to stop you. The Guardian will stop you from leaving. Return to your cells. It is the master's wish. Who or what is the Guardian? The Guardian will keep you from the master's chambers. You must return to your cells. It is the master's wish. Your will. So, basically nothing. Oh, do we want to go this way? Oh, hey. First fight. Okay, so... Looks like a mephit. Yeah. So, pretty easy fight here. This one's going to be... I mean, we even scared him off. And I don't think we can get... Yeah, that's locked. That's what I was thinking. So we killed our first mephit, and 420 blaze it. We got 420 experience. So what we're going to try to do is try to get some ranged weapons. I always liked just loading up on ranged weapons with most everybody. Except for the main character, or sometimes even do that depending on who it is. Okay, the description says, the bodies of several black-hooded thieves litter the hallway, slaughtered by a massive release of magical energy. From the distant explosions that you can still hear, it seems as if whatever battle killed these mages these men still rages. So we're going to sneak around this corner here. Okay, so... Oh. There's something... Oh, dang it. I forgot about it. Dang it. We will... First, let's set the auto pause to target destroyed. Is there not... Combat begins, weapon unusable, character death. Okay. And then the other thing is I definitely want to turn off the AI on these. I think the AI is something that they added with the EE, and it honestly it's not good. You with little piddly fights like excuse me, with little piddly fights like we're starting to get into, we don't need to be casting any spells here, so this whatever Jahir is casting now is kind of wasted. So now this room is a puzzle right off the bat. See, we killed it, but boom. So we want to figure out why this thing keeps spawning. It says the machine buzzes with electrical energy. This is a switch of some kind of perhaps it will stop this lightning contraption from conjuring any more of these annoying little methods. So we want to stop that.
Give me some direction.
So, okay. And then we will heal up with our spells. So we got Cure Light Wounds. My character specifically has a few special abilities because of his class of Paladin. So this right here, hold on, it's this, and I think that's that ability I just used to lay on hands as a heal. These three right here are story related. They're because of your character being a child of Bhaal. You get these special abilities, and I think they're different if you're evil, but we're gonna do a good playthrough. So this room is dominated by mineral deposits and crystals. It seems to be a natural cavern that this strange prison has been built around. The air holds an aura of power, and several pools with swirling lights grace the edge of the rough cavern. As you peer into the pool, a void opens and icy tendrils pull at your awareness, demanding that you submit. In horror, you look away and the tendrils recede. The pool is calm. Ataqua? Ataqua? Calvin, welcome. You have escaped somewhat later than I'd hoped. I am Ataqua. You have my welcome to my little piece of this place. I do so try to keep it more appealing than the rest. My thanks? How is it that you even know my name? What is going on here? Your name is well known amongst those who watch. Your life's thread is bright indeed, though in your path lies many a dark and frayed end. As to easing your mind and answering such questions as those that surely plague you, it is not my place to do so. I am sorry. Then of what use can you be to me? Such assistance as you will get from me depends on yourself. Are you prepared to answer a question? To what end? Why do you need me to ask? Why do you need to ask me a question? I suffer a terrible curiosity. I see paths that branch in 1,000 directions, and each 1,000 again. But for all I see, Calvin remains a mystery. All I wish is a single answer. Tip the scales this once to me, and I shall tip them to you in return. Shall you answer me, or shall you strike out on your own? I'll answer your question if it leads to your making sense. Then here's my hypothetical question. You and your siblings are captured and locked in separate cells, unable to communicate. The mage responsible appears and speaks. He explains his sadistic game. In each cell there is a magical button. If you press your button and your sibling does not, you will die, but your sibling is free. If your sibling presses the button and you do not, they will die, but you will go free. If neither you nor your sibling press the buttons, both of you will die. And if both of you press your respective buttons, both of you will die. The mage says that you have one turn of the hourglass to decide your action, and then he leaves. This is silly. Buttons are not how one escapes dungeons. I would smash the button and rain beatings liberally down on the wizard for playing such a trick. Verily, of that I have no doubt, Minsk. But the question is hypothetical and requires an answer born of the wisdom of Calvin, not your impatience. What do you do? And obviously, we press the button. We're a freaking paladin. We do the good thing. Interesting. No action can be performed without consequences, especially that which follows the noble path. Deal with this, noble one. So, I don't know what the point of that is, because normally there's some kind of like some kind of moral conundrum or something. And if I press the button, I'm assuming that my friend or whoever is too chicken to press the button, and if they're just as good as I am, then we both die. So, well done! It appears you can deal with the consequences of your actions. In return for your indulgence, I offer advice. Seek out Rylev. He waits for such as you. Offer him the release that he craves, and you shall find that the focus of your journey shall soon become apparent. Farewell. Okay, let's look at these things. The pool draws you to it. Within its depths you see a wondrous sight. A strange and beautiful city rises before your eyes. Metallic buildings reach as far as the eye can see, and people of all races mingle and live in harmony. Extraordinary machines carry them about their daily business. Reluctantly, you draw your eyes away from their serene image. The pool churns and swirls. Strange lights dance within. For a brief, tantalizing moment, the pool clears. You watch in wonder as a world is born. In fire and molten rock, lands rise and fall. Gaseous liquids snake and pour, and time passes. Eventually, seas are formed, and a spark of life appears. The first organism is created, and plant life begins its slow, inevitable blanketing of this world. So we picked up this. I'm actually gonna equip this bastard sword because I have more proficiency points in it. So we'll get that sword instead. Okay, we got some goblins. These are pretty easy too. Really, as far as the difficulty, I'm not worried about the difficulty of combat for quite a while. Until we start running into like some of the dragons and some of the mages, some of the like the Twisted Rune and the freaking Beholders and all that junk. Like we've played like the expansion to 1 Siege of Dragonspear wasn't here before, so even if you played through the first game, you weren't too overpowered, but I am, because I've got a bunch of experience from Siege of Dragonspear. So we will be tearing it up.
Next time.
Time is up.
Servant awaits. With vengeance!
Feel the backhand of justice!
So, of anybody who's watching, did anybody actually play Siege of Dragonspear? What do you guys think of it? The consensus on the internet is that it wasn't good when it released. And there was some controversy with it too about SJW like pushing an agenda. And I recently just played through it when I was getting the achievements for it, and it's actually much better than, for at least in my opinion, that people led me to believe. And it definitely didn't feel like it was pushing some kind of agenda. Or, you know, there's one character that has like 2 lines about being transgendered, and you know, it's not nothing. It's not pushing, or it's not defending, or you know, counter. There's no stance there. It's just a character, and in general, it's pretty good. The side quests are, you know, it feels like it should go there. It gives, you know, it gives character development to some of the, like, Khalid and Jaheira, and I did like some of the new companions, but yeah, what does everybody else think is the thing. So just came into this room with a bunch of glass jars. I know this room. I've been in here. We both have. Oh, she said that. Voice acting's way better than mine. What kind of monster is this guy? Captures us easy as pie, kills whoever he wants? That could have been us in those glass things. We'll get him back in when we'll make him pay for all this. We don't even know where we are, and my head is still doing funny things. He said something about potential. He said something about releasing power within you so it could be used, but if it means taking part in horrible things, I don't like this place. Can we go? Okay, so I think we need an item. Yeah. The cells that power the tube are lifeless. You need to find newer power cells. Within the murky depths of this machine, you can see the lifeless remains of a strange creature consisting of a central orb and numerous eye stalks. It has been dead for some time. So do we get another short bow from Minsk, or do we just long bow? No, he doesn't have perfect, and we want to save the arrows for ammo, and she does have proficiency in short bows.
Give me some direction.
One good thing that this game has is there's this little button that you can use to highlight everything. The fluid within this device churns and bubbles, though the tank itself is empty. Power creature within is dead. Now, if I recall, there is a trap here. Okay, no. I thought there was one on the floor, so you do want to be like I guess you could go without a thief and just brunt force your way through, but you get a lot of experience for doing these. So magical quarterstaff. We'll give this bullets to her, and we will identify this. This blue tinge on items means that it's magical in some way, and it could be positive or negative. But you have to identify it. There's spells that you can use, scrolls that you can use. You can pay to have it done, or if you look here in this information, right here at the top here, lore, that is a passive, chance to identify things, or it's a point value, and usually 30, this high that M1 has is usually enough to identify like little simple magical weapons like this, +1. Now when you get higher magical weapons, they start being unique and saying cool things and being named and having backstories and stuff, and we'll probably read some of those when we get them, but we're actually going to equip this dagger instead on M1 of the short sword, and the +1 quarterstaff instead of the regular one. So we need to come back to this room after we get some power cells. So we'll go in this room. Got a mineral method.
Go for the eyes, boo! Go for the eyes! Yeah! That's not right.
I'm actually kind of glad that I didn't put on Legacy of Bhaal after that, because even on this regular difficulty, that's a good sword. That's my sword from the first game, I think. So we're gonna get that shield. We're gonna get this magical sword. Yeah. So right there, I was swinging and missing on some of my attacks. On Legacy of Bhaal mode, it gets even more ridiculous to hit. So I don't think it would be that entertaining to watch us go through the entire game, getting everything, on that hard of difficulty. And plus, I don't think I could do it, honestly. I don't think I could beat, I don't think I can get the achievements for beating, Kangax, the Demi-Lich, and the Twisted Rune fight, and some of the dragons on that difficulty. So what I was going to do is play through and get everything on this playthrough, except for True Lord of Murder, which is that achievement, and then make a quick run through and get that. So we're going to keep this. The way that the creatures work is some of them require magical weapons. See, it's got +1, +1, +1. And there's +2, +3, +4, +5, and on and on. I'm better with a bastard sword. Like, I'm more proficient with it, so I'm going to use this. You can even see here. Let me. So if I use this, that goes 8 and 9 to 16. But if I use the bastard sword, it goes to 11 to 17. I don't. Is that just from the 2d4? That might just be from the sword itself and not from my proficiencies. But generally, it's good to have, even if they're not even used proficient in it, it's good to have a magical weapon so that they have an option to take down creatures. So we're just going to start scribing all these spells. You get experience for that too. 3,000, wow. That is a lot. Check for traps. You always want to be doing that. And doesn't seem like there's anything. The better your find trap ability, and we can see it here at the top, the quicker and more likely you'll find a trap, depending on how difficult the trap is, how proficient or how good the trap is. So traps that are more dangerous are harder to find. So, and same with lock picking. Higher your skill in that, the easier it is to do. So we're gonna scribe that, get some experience. This burning earth. So we'll go the burning earth +1, or I'm sorry, flame tongue +1. The burning earth. There was a time before Neverwinter was warm, and before the great Anarok was dry, or so it is said. Few relics remain to prove such an age existed, and fewer still have an identifiable purpose. The burning earth seems straightforward enough. It burns a victim with magical fire, and a cryptic rune seems to suggest that the power comes from the ground itself. But whomever constructed it remains a mystery. It looks a perfectly serviceable weapon, but something in the balance or the grip is wrong. It strains the forearm a touch and does not fit the hand just right. It doesn't seem to hurt a warrior's performance, aside from the nagging doubt that the blade was not made for him or any other humanoid. And this is a pretty good utility weapon, because you can see that it's +1 just normally, and it gives plus fire damage. But against regenerating creatures like trolls, it's really useful. Against cold using creatures, I guess like ice trolls, salamanders, and undead, it's very useful against different types. So we're gonna actually do this, and like I said, Minsk is 10 Thaco, 8 17. This is worse, but it lets him hit magical creatures. But we're going to give him a bow. We're going to outfit everybody with a bow or a sling or some kind of ranged weapon eventually. So, okay. Let's talk to this sewer golem.
Master, is it you? You have given me no eyes, and I cannot see you.
Yes, it is I. Have you been performing any services for me?
I have cleaned the sewage chambers and fed your guardian. Do you wish me to open the doors to the pit and begin my duties again?
I do wish it. Open the doors and perform your duties.
You have not activated my movement functions. You must use the activation stone.
I seem to have misplaced the stone. Do you know where it is, my servant?
Ralev has the activation stone, master. It is on the table of his room, the table near his life support jar.
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
As you will, master. I shall return to my rest.
Okay, so we get a quest here. Get the golem to open the dungeon doors. And so these are these doors that are locked here, and it unlocks this room. Teleport portal, prison cells. So we're going to go find that activation stone. We need to find the power cells as well. We look pretty sick with this sword. Like I said, this is from Baldur's Gate 1, and the game will like look at your character from the import and bring in certain weapons and stuff. So Golem stares straight ahead. It does not appear to see or hear you. You suspect it is inactive. Well,
Scream! Scream for mercy! That's not right! Feel the packet of justice! Great fun!
wait, what? Wait, why are you swinging your hand? No one was wanting to duke these just deck a guy, a goblin.
Time is up for you, my friend.
Okay, so some magic bullets, an identify scroll, some more arrows. Put some of those there. Okay, and we got an identify scroll. Now she already has that spell, so we don't need to do that. But we'll hold on to that. We will identify these bullets, and they're +2 bullets. So if we need a magical creature taken down, we will switch to those. Go in this room right here. Pop the button to see what's in here. And we got a sling. Sweet. Oh, baby. By the gods, what happened to you, man? I am dying or dead. I remember not which. Where is the master? Who is the master you speak of? He was my friend, I think. Cast out, and one of us no longer. I cannot remember. Are you to take my place? Who are you? It is difficult to remember. I was Rylev, dead, I think. I'm not sure that I understand what's going on here. Are you living or dead? Neither. I am between. The master has forgotten me, not killed me. What do you mean forgotten? Why are you in this jar? I was a faithful hound to the master. A friend, even. I was dying or dead. I cannot remember which. Truly, you're a stranger to this place. Eternal life was to be my reward for faithful service. The master has suspended me until he can cure me. Returned my youth to me. He's forgotten you, then, hasn't he? But if you're a faithful servant, then why? I begin to understand. The master has left my side for study of another. He seeks to awaken power. A study of life and death, but I cannot bear the roll of years. He has forgotten because he does not wish to remember what is taken. I barely remember myself. Do you want me to give you a release from this non-death?
Release? Yes. Master, I no longer wish to come back.
Let me slip into the oblivion that has been denied me, please. Oh, calm down. How is it that I can help? This unit that contains me is powered by cells, by crystals. Take them and I can sleep. Die. Again die at last. I know you are prisoners. Some things do not change. You must escape this place and the master's experiments. There are others like me, but of more recent experiments. They may know how the master exits the complex. Will you take these cells to revive them and learn what you can in return for this path of freedom I have offered ye? Yeah. Yes, I will.
I thank
Peace, dude.
you, and leave me to oblivion at last.
Alright, cool. So we got... pretty sure that's just a finished quest. Yeah. Rylev has been released from his overlong life. I took the crystal that apparently powered the device that he floated in, but not before he said I might be able to use this to activate other servants and similar devices. Okay. So we got our little power cells here, energy cells. We're going to give this to Jaheira. One thing I do like that they did with this is they made it so the game automatic. Like, you used to not be able to do this. If you had a shield equipped, you couldn't equip a two-handed weapon, or vice versa. But it automatically just knows, which is really nice. So we'll give these two to Minsk. We will, and then we'll go back. Oh wait, and then
He's dead now? This pathetic creature.
I can't look away, Calvin. I have seen death in our scuffles before, but here I did nothing but watch his life end. I can't look away. Oh, okay. Death is not always to be feared, I guess. I would not wish to live like that. Death is pretty, Why would I think that? Oh, Calvin, I've got to get out of this place. So we'll grab this. This is the activation stone we need for the sewage golem, and we can open that. And I think that's going to be all for this episode. This first of Let's Play. We'll keep it rolling in the next one. But thanks a whole lot for watching. And I hope you keep watching and join me on this awesome